you're holding on to the belt, not really doing anything, so it's odd. But you know what's annoying to me is Islam Makhachev has said, I don't want to really fight Ilia Topuria because he's a 45-pounder, and I've done that. Give me somebody else. People are like, take the belt off of him. He should be stripped. I've seen reports, and I don't know that these are true, where they're like, it's either strip or defend for Makhachev. Why? Why? He has
True.
fought in the last 2 years. He fought Volk. He fought Dustin. He fought Volk again. He fought against what's the guy's name that just what's that guy's name?
You'll get it.
Right? He fought them all. Like he fought 4 times in the amount of times that the heavyweight champ fought once.
It is a valid take, 100%. I don't think that they're gonna strip Islam Makhachev, unless like he's on the bad side of Dana White and Dana White's just being a complete fucking asshole, which I doubt. I think that Islam Makhachev is in good standings with the UFC because he hasn't been holding up the lightweight division at all. He's been pretty active, and he's even accepted to fight Moicano on short notice, which he didn't have to do, but he did it. He defended his title. He even gave Alexander Volkanovski 2 shots as well, which is something that the UFC wanted because they made a whole bunch of freaking bank from it. I don't think that the UFC is going to strip Islam Makhachev. What I think is probably going to happen is Islam Makhachev most likely is going to vacate the belt because he does want a belt at welterweight. He does want that belt. I think that in all honesty, Islam Makhachev is hoping that Bilal Muhammad gets his fucking ass whooped by Jack Della Maddalena and he goes up to welterweight and takes the title away from JDM. Personally, that's what I think. I really do hope that that's what happens. I would really like to see Islam Makhachev get a second belt at welterweight. That would make the welterweight division a super stacked division. It would probably be one of the most watched divisions in all UFC, and I think that it desperately freaking needs it right now because, yeah, I like the UFC welterweight division right now. It's okay. It's decent for all the purists out there, but let's just be honest for a little bit. It is kind of lacking in the, star power, in my honest opinion. Bilal Muhammad, I guess, is a star, I guess, Jack Della Maddalena, good fighter, known. Wouldn't really call him a star. Ian Gary, everybody freaking hates him. There's really not that welterweight that's like a superstar in the division. I feel like Islam Makhachev could be that. Who else is there? Joaquin Buckley, Kamaru Usman. Who else is there? Let's just be honest. I think that if Islam Makhachev does move to the welterweight division, it would be great, in my honest opinion. And no, I don't think that they're stripping him from the title. Genuinely, I do believe that if they do, it would be pretty fucked up because John Jones has been holding the title forever and just doesn't want to fight the number 1 contender, which is obviously Tom Aspinall. And I think John Jones beats him. Personally, I think that John Jones beats Tom Aspinall. Despite what anybody says, I think that John Jones does beat him. But for whatever reason, he just doesn't want to fight him. Personally, in my honest opinion, Islam Makhachev moving to welterweight, would be something that he does willingly. I don't think they strip him. I think that Islam Makhachev chooses to leave. The one thing that I will say is that if Islam Makhachev does choose to move up to welterweight, he has to go through the exact same process that Ilia Topuria is going through right now. He needs to prove that he could compete at the welterweight division against other welterweight fighters. And personally, I think that he does it. I think that he will be successful at the welterweight division, but he needs to go through the exact same process that the UFC is asking for Ilia Topuria. Prove yourself against a ranked fighter in that specific division that you're moving into, and if you get that win, then you get to fight for the title. I personally think that that's exactly what we need to see from Islam Makhachev, that if he does vacate at lightweight, fight somebody that's ranked, fight somebody in the top 5, fight somebody that's fucking just outside of the top 5, but definitely 110% without a doubt, if Islam Makhachev does relinquish his lightweight title and moves up a division, put him against another fighter, another good fighter in the welterweight rankings, just to see if he's able to compete. If he gets a win, go ahead and give him that title shot, but he should not get a title shot off the rip. Don't care if Islam Makhachev is, one of the best statistically, successful lightweights of all time. That doesn't mean anything. He's in a new division. He needs to prove himself, just like Ilia Topuria should be doing at the lightweight division as well, because it would be 100% hypocritical to say that Islam Makhachev doesn't need to prove himself in the welterweight division, but Ilia Topuria does. I mean, come on, it just wouldn't make any sense. If Ilia Topuria has to prove himself against a legitimate lightweight, so does Islam Makhachev. That's all I'm saying. That is literally all I am saying.